Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing great as usual and having a great day. So pretty sideways day for most of the markets. Most of the things are no more than 2 or 3% up or down. Everything is trending completely sideways. I read something about this earlier that I believe it is South Korea. I can't 100% say, but there is a very huge market that believes that this time of the month that trading or dealing in money is kind of taboo. So this is why we've seen not too much fluctuations within the market, except for today. We see that once again, still, Litecoin is up and Ripple is up, I believe, 8%, which is nice to see. So back to Litecoin. This was something that kind of happened yesterday, and I was getting a lot of text messages as it happened. It's actually really crazy. Litecoin is actually up more than 1,300% alone in 2017. That is absolutely insane. So there was a lot of movement yet that was happening yesterday, and I was kind of paying attention to it as it was happening. First, it broke $60, and that was like a huge thing. And then it slowly climbed its way up. I think it was up around 24% after the entire 24-hour period, which is absolutely nuts. This is obviously wonderful for anyone who is holding Litecoin, especially if you purchased around January when Litecoin was just $4 a coin, which is nuts. Because I believe a couple years ago, around 2015, I think it was $1 a coin, like $1.50 or something like that. So I hope you guys got in early. So it's believed that a large portion of this increase is attributed to segway being activated on Litecoin. This was what a lot of people believe once they saw that it was working on Litecoin, that it was then viable for Bitcoin, can I say? There's a lot of increased interest in the silver of the cryptocurrency world in Asia at the moment. There's a lot of attention being put towards it because a lot of people believe, this is just a belief, I don't know if this is actually true, like I've said before, I'm not a coder. They believe that should something catastrophic happen to Bitcoin in some sort of way, should the entire thing completely crumble, that Litecoin could then be the usurper. If you guys kind of understand that in a certain way, because Litecoin is literally based after Bitcoin, except for the number of coins, etc. But they kind of work very similar. And this is what I've been reading a lot online. People are saying, as a hedge against Bitcoin, should something horrible happen, we then have another one that can act similar to it. So besides the segway activation, this is also really great because apparently cross-network transactions are now available between Bitcoin and Litecoin because they both have segway activated, which is crazy. And of course, a lot of this could just be the general excitement from the Litecoin community, which is a huge community, about the return of Charlie Lee, the original creator of Litecoin. When he made the announcement in, was it April or May or something like that, that he was going back to the Litecoin project, that already boosted up the price to around, I think, $20 or $30, because people were already really excited to have him back in this. So we shall see what happens with Litecoin. I've always said this before. I don't think it is a minor coin. There is a huge amount of attention on Litecoin since the very beginning, especially now even more so because the price has been going up. I think if we hit $100 or go past $100, Litecoin will become huge. It'll gain a lot more attention the same way some of the other coins who have just passed 100 or 200 are now also getting. And also just in general, this is a coin that will continue to be mined. People will continue having interest in this coin, and logically, supply and demand, the price should logically go up as time goes on. How high? That's left to be seen. A lot of people think that Litecoin should be worth 1/4 of what Bitcoin is, as there are 4 times as many coins, which would be, if Litecoin ever hits $1,000, that is going to be a great day for a lot of people. Like I said, especially if you got in very, very, very early into the market. So Russia is back in the news once again, as they have immediately, apparently this just happened, decided to ban the sale of crypto coins to quote unquote ordinary people. So Russia's deputy finance minister, Alexei Moiseev, Moiseev, has stated that cryptocurrencies are in fact a pyramid scheme. He does not trust them. He does not want them to be active within the country. He stated that they are dangerous for investors and that they will cause ordinary people to lose money if they continue dealing with them. It now appears cryptocurrencies within Russia, or the sale or purchase of cryptocurrencies within Russia, is now exclusive to qualified investors, quote unquote. I don't know if you guys can read between the lines. A while ago, we had rumors that Russia was preparing their own cryptocurrency. I think it was called the ruble coin, or maybe this is what people had, said it would be called. This seems to be a direct, if you don't if you know anything about the politics of Russia, I'm not talking down about the country, but they are similar to other countries like China, where they have a firm grasp on what happens within the country. So the fact that this is happening clearly means that the only people who will be allowed to do this are other people who are friends of the establishment, friends of the government, friends of higher ups, people who have the money to already invest into this, and not for the lower or common people to actually find a way to break free from the ties of the country. It's also obviously believed, should they make their own cryptocurrency like we've been hearing for about a year and a half now, they will obviously only want people to use this currency. They're not going to want any other type of currency being used. It's like you going into Russia and being able to use a US dollar or a euro. They're not going to want that. They're going to want their cryptocurrency used within their country. We'll see how this goes along. Like, we had just gotten good news about Russia a couple days ago, especially when it came to their Burger King coin or something like that. And just in general, the fact that they hadn't banned it, but this seems to be the reason. So apparently, if you are a qualified investor, I don't know exactly what that even entails, but apparently you are the only people who are then allowed to use cryptocurrencies in that country. Absolutely crazy. So finally, swinging back to the other side of the world, we have Venezuela once again in the news. There are a lot of people who are being arrested in Venezuela at the moment for random things that are happening with the country. There's hyperinflation happening, but now people apparently are now being arrested on made up and completely false charges and being thrown into jail for mining Bitcoin. This is because the country, like I said before, is going through a really hard time right now, and this is not going to stop anytime soon within the next couple years unless they really get their act together. But it seems that they are heading towards an actual dictatorship in the country. So this is why people are trying to, if they're not trying to flee, they're trying to find a way to feed their families. And this is the way that people have been doing it. They've been trying to mine cryptocurrencies. So as a result of people being thrown into jail because of Bitcoin, I said this before in another video, there are a lot of governments around the world who are now starting to track Bitcoin transactions. When Bitcoin first came out, one of the really big things that, if you like even look on one of the old videos on YouTube, it was that the transactions were anonymous. No one knew who was sending you the money, blah, 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 blah. But when you see press conferences, no one is really talking about this anymore. That's because these transactions are not anonymous anymore. World governments have figured out a way to kind of see exactly where all this money is going, which is not very good because, you know, the privacy aspect is kind of gone. So as a result, in Venezuela, there's been a huge uptick in the number of people who are dealing with and are mining ZCash and Ethereum, not only for the profits, but to basically have better anonymity when it comes to their money. I'm sure there's also going to be an uptick in any other type of anonymous coin out there at the moment. So apparently, in general, mining in the country is completely illegal, which is very sad. It's the entire story that's going on there. It's just absolutely insane. For me, the craziest part is that these people are just trying to find a way to make money to feed their families and to, you know, go on about their life and to get bread, what have you. And these governments seem to be doing anything they can to stop the people from having their own power. Like I said, this isn't a political channel, but I mean, it's really sad what's actually happening around the world right now. We get good news about some countries accepting it. We get bad news about some other countries accepting it. You know, we really can't win them all. Alrighty, guys, that is going to do it for the news today. I hope you guys have a great day or enjoying wherever you are. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your summer. It is almost over. It is almost fall and winter time, which I'm very excited about because the heat makes me sad. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Hope you have a great day, and yeah, see you. Hey everyone, thank you very much again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys would like to help me and the channel, there are ways to do so in the description below. Thank you very much and talk to you guys soon.